Winter, February. They began as if they were waiting for the SV2's second unit to go on vacation. In the blink of an eye, the heart of Tokyo was occupied by JSDF units which were roused into action. The mastermind's name was Kyoteru Kai. Goto began at once to act in response. The members of his unit who had left for home hurriedly made their way back to Tokyo. But morning found Tokyo wrapped in a blanket of snow which had fallen in the night.
This morning, the area bounded by Hanzoman, Miyakazaka, Sakura Daemon, Turanoman, Akasaka Mitsaku, have been occupied by members of the JSDF. The defense agency has denied any involvement in these actions. The forces responsible have been declared rebels, but currently, 5 hours after the incident began, those units have issued no statements or demands whatsoever. So this incident is still shrouded in mystery. At this time, all regular programming has been canceled.
Thanks.
Sure, come again.
Hello, Shanghai Restaurant here.
This is Mikiyasu on second. Is my ramen ready yet?
Is that you, Shinshi?
Just like you said, the JSDF has occupied the building.
Give me some rice balls.
Right. And Kanuka just went over there to check things out.
I can't believe the restaurant is helping you out.
Our people practically own the place. They'd help us no matter what we needed. Okay, so what about the laborers? Is there anything we can do?
No. Unit 2 is in pieces, and we've cannibalized so many parts from our spare Unit 3 that it's just a shell. They've taken the startup disks. It's frustrating, but we can't use any of our laborers.
So we have to rely on the one you sent out to Hachioji.
Hey, what's taking so long in there?
Cut me some slack. What do you want from me? These guys just gave me a 10,000 yen bill. I can't make change for that so early in the morning. Think you could spot me? I'll knock some yen off your bill.
Just hurry it up.
Hold on. I know of a unit that's on display over at the Nakano Police Academy.
Wait! But that thing's...
It'll run! I did its last maintenance check myself!
Okay, Nakano it is.
Hey, hold on! Actually, there's something that's been worrying me a little bit.
What?
Shige said that he wasn't sure, but still.
Hey, Kanuka, how'd you sneak these out?
Right. He heard one of them say we've got a nuke.
I hear there's a civil war going on in Tokyo.
No more flights are going in after noon.
We will soon begin our landing. Please fasten your seatbelt and return your seat to its fully upright position. Our landing time will be 11:15. The weather at Haneda is clear at 45 degrees. The state of emergency caused by rebel units is still in progress, so please be aware that the loop line and subway lines within the loop are stopped.
SV2 First Unit Commander Assistant Inspector Shinobu Nagumo reporting.
Good. I'm speaking with you from the Fuchu PD via cable. Most key government officials from the cabinet members on down were apparently taken by surprise and have been detained. It just so happens that Sobu and I have been out of town on business, so we have set up a temporary command post here. Until the situation shows signs of clearing up, I will command all the city's police departments from here. With things the way they are, I can't issue written orders, so I hereby appoint you garrison commander. Relay these orders immediately. Order the garrison to break through the siege, and once clear to withdraw immediately and regroup here.
No way. You want us to run away with our tail between our legs?
Watch your tongue.
I'd like to ask you something. Orders to defend to the death I could understand, but what is the reason behind ordering us to withdraw?
Very well. We recently received a message through the U.S. ambassador. An aerial launch cruise missile that has been secretly brought into the U.S. airbase at Yokota has been stolen. This happened 2 days ago.
They had planned to bring it back with them when Limpak ended. I can't believe they brought that into the country.
That won't get us anywhere. The rebels, which you would think would be hoping for a short-term civil war, still haven't issued so much as a single statement. This may mean that they are either playing at having reserves, or it may be a sign of certainty that they have a trump card. In any case, given the situation, it's safe to assume that they have a nuclear missile in their possession. I assume you understand that if you clash with their siege units, police units who are facing off against the rebels will automatically begin to fight them throughout the city. JSDF commanders who are watching from the sidelines will step in, and we will find ourselves in the middle of an all-out civil war. If that happens, they'll announce their trump card. All of Japan will fall into panic. What we must do now is buy time and find a way to resolve this. If that's understood, return to your post and relay my orders. But you must keep secret that we spoke to you from this location. Dismissed. Why are you just standing there? Carry out your orders.
I can't.
Nagumo!
I can't agree to this. The area around and above the siege line is packed with reporters. The eyes of the country are on us, wondering what's going on. If we just hand over HQ without firing a single shot, without any sort of resistance whatsoever, it will be as if the police have acknowledged their defeat. Isn't that exactly what they want us to do? We are the ones who are to protect the country against those who would take it over. The hopes of the country are riding on us. To give in to their bluff without any solid evidence. No, even if there were such evidence, without a fight is inexcusable. Even if every garrison member dies here, we mustn't move an inch.
This decision was made at the highest political levels. It's not your place to question your superiors.
I'm told that you were waiting there since last night. How exactly did you predict what would happen today?
It was Captain Goto.
Goto's whereabouts are still unknown. We can only conclude that he has deliberately cut communications.
I don't think that you're aware, Nagumo, that when Goto was a college student, he and Kai, the rebel leader, were friends.
What are you two up to? Or to be more precise, are you working with Goto? Conspiring with the rebels? Inciting the garrison? And trying to use this situation to your own advantage?
Well, it seems you've shown your true colors. Assistant Inspector Nagumo, I hereby strip you of your rank and place you under arrest on suspicion of rebel conspiracy.
You blind fools. Keep your hands off me! I will hereby act independently. If you feel it necessary, feel free to punish me, but if you intend to stand in my way, bear in mind that I will disclose the contents of this conversation.
Restrain her!
Yes, sir!
2 days ago. That's the same time as that checkpoint break. Even if they cut loose with a machine gun, they'd get away clean. I have to admit, I'm surprised. That's clear-cut insubordination. You should have run away, like I said.
What are you talking about?
It's nothing. I was just talking to myself.
But even if this mess is cleared up, those people won't get away unscathed once they start doling out responsibility. They threw their lot in with the rebels when they even considered giving in to them. The way things are going, that's what's going to happen, and you've got room to talk. You dragged me into this. You're a criminal too. I bet the police are after you.
I'm awfully busy as it is. I don't know if I can deal with the police. Anyway, thanks for the information. I'll talk to you later.
Where are you going anyway? What are you planning? And what's your connection to this Kai man?
I don't think the siege units will do anything, so don't try anything crazy. I'll talk to you later.
Hey!
Hey, come back here!
Hold on, this way! Hurry! This is an awful lot like robbery, Ota. You don't think we're gonna get into trouble later, do you?
Moron! That was a judgment call! That damn commandant just had to open his mouth!
I don't think going to Sakura Daemon is a good idea, Kanuka.
What do you think we can do with this pile of scrap? Just leave everything to me. Oh, we're gonna raise some hell.
Yeah, whatever! Could you try driving right? This stupid scene is rotted through and my ass hurts!
Shut up!
A truck with the laborers on the wrong side of the road! After it!
Officer, is it okay for me to go now?
Yeah, you can go now.
Thanks. Shanghai restaurant here. Hey, Shinohara, glad you could make it. Is Izumi with you? Ota and the rest? They're fine. They're driving the wrong way down the Kushu Highway and are drawing a lot of cops after them. I have no idea exactly what they're doing. What? You saw Kai and Tomokamai?
It was yesterday morning at the noodle shop at the station. Right. He ordered it without onions and then heaped on cayenne pepper. He threw it down like a real pro. It was unbelievable. How did you know that? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Did you hear that?
Not a word.
Alphonse is okay. He's at Hachioji, so he said to go there and wait for further orders.
Awesome! 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 Awesome!
Hey, cut it out!
If his trump card is to attack a city with that cruise missile, then his target is Tokyo. And rather than attempt a high-risk aerial launch, he'll opt for a guerrilla action using a simple launcher. He was seen in Tomokamai. That trailer fled away from Sendai. What's the connection? Tomokamai, Sendai. Tomokamai, Sendai. Tomokamai.
We can't wait around any longer.
Looks like your boss is hard to get a hold of.
All the police in Japan are a little busy. Time's up. I'm out of here. Thanks for the information.
I told you because you're a fellow American. Keep it confidential. A court-martial isn't my idea of fun.
Okay. You know, I think I may be entitled to a little hush money.
She calls this hush money? You know, I've had this funny feeling for a while now. Maybe Kanuka was exiled here under the pretext of research. Maybe they couldn't keep her under control either.
What do you mean? You can't find the driver?
No. I've looked inside and around the car.
But look at how far this thing fell. He couldn't have just... Well, what's with you?
Well, my ambulance seems to have disappeared.
Hello, Johto Bureau. My name's Goto. Is Inspector Matsui there? He's in Department 1.
Goto?
Stop screwing around! Get me information!
What the hell did you do? There's a wanted notice for you even out here. It says arrest you on sight.
I got saddled with a short-tempered partner. Anyway, you have some pull over at Maritime Safety, right?
I guess.
Could you do me a favor? We saved your hide during that sea monster ruckus, remember?
At a time like this?
I'm asking because it's a time like this. I'll be waiting for you there.
Hello, my name is Kubo. Yes, there is a ferry going from Tomokamai to Tokyo via Sendai that veered off course after we lost contact with it last night.
That's it.
Huh?
Never mind.
Well, with what's going on and all, we thought it was possible that it had been sea-jacked by the rebels. Our superiors felt the same way, so we sent out a chopper. This is confidential, all right? This is the Safflower, registered to Japan Coastal Ferries. It's cruising about 20 kilometers off the coast.
What do you see?
A torpedo launcher? No, that can't be it.
That's not what it is, but you're not far off.
And then there's this.
Wait, you have more?
Yes, there's one other ship. The Pacific, registered to Pacific Ferries. It's moving south, parallel to the Safflower, about 2 kilometers east of it.
There's one here, too. What the heck are those?
One is probably a pipe or something like that, made up as a dummy. The other is a cruise missile that has a range of 150 kilometers.
There's a call for you, Commander.
For me?
Yes, sir. He says his name is Goto.
I knew you'd show up.
You sound well.
Like they say, ill weeds are sure to thrive. Anyway, since you're calling me here, I assume you've seen the pictures.
Yeah, looks like you've got yourself a nasty toy. Of course, there's no proof that it's the real thing, though.
If I use it, you'll find out for sure.
No thanks.
Look, Goto, you don't stand a chance. It's not too late. Why not join me?
Again, no thanks. I doubt you've forgotten that that's why I became a cop.
That's too bad. I sent out an ultimatum 5 minutes ago. If any ships or aircraft come within 1 kilometer of either of my ships, I will see it as an act of hostility and will immediately launch the missile. The same thing will happen if I don't receive a favorable answer from the government before the deadline. That is all.
Captain! Where have you been? Kanuka left a message for you. Let's see here. The missile that was stolen from Yokota was an M69 SLAM, a short-range cruise missile designed to be mounted on a B-1. Launched from the air, its range is 150 kilometers. When using terrain-matching guidance, it's 60 kilometers. It's armed with a nuclear warhead. Oh, and Hiromi landed at Haneda. He's waiting for instructions. So what the heck are we gonna do?
I'm Jitsuyama, the factory manager here. The company president has authorized me to donate a paratrooper labor that we're currently developing and...
That greedy bastard just wants to show it off to boost sales later. I can see right through him. Anyway, what good's a paratrooper gonna be against a nuclear missile? Huh? You can use it? You're at Yokosuka? Yes, sir! Officer Shinohara and Izumi will depart immediately. Huh? Kanuka and the rest, sir? They're storming Sakura Daemon, apparently. They said something about raising hell.
I repeat, if you continue to flee, you will be attacked. Stop your vehicles at once.
I can shoot him, can't I?
Taking on a moving target will just eat up your ammo. At this range, he can't use his missiles or his minigun. He's circling around to get into position. Next time, he'll mean business. Prepare to fire! You always lie in wait for somebody at the mouth of a tunnel. That's common sense.
Chit-Chi! Keep us steady! You know what I'll do if you try a U-turn!
Roger!
Fire! Idiots.
Retreat! Retreat!
I'm surprised you got permission from the Americans to do this.
They'll catch hell if this is made public, same as us. People with a weak spot all tend to be cooperative. Their public stance is that they're watching from the sideline. They agreed to all of this, but on the one condition that they leave the area right after launching Yamazaki.
Is Hiromi okay with this, Captain?
Yeah, he volunteered to do it. Anyway, he can take the launch's G-forces better than anyone. Come on, we'd better get going.
Yes, sir.
2 escorts to port, 1 to starboard. Several high-speed recon craft. The helicopters look like reporters, but at this range, an anti-ship missile would get here in seconds. Should we pull away and open the distance a little, Commander?
This is a civilian ship that doesn't have a long-range radar. If they wanted to, they could sink us before we knew what hit us. But they don't have the guts to kill hundreds of passengers, along with us, so many witnesses around. That's why I drew them out here.
Labor approaching off the starboard bow. It looks like one of the SV-2's Type 98 AVs.
They came. It's me. Put him through. Goto, give it up. I don't know what you're thinking, but even a child would know that something this blatant is a decoy.
You don't say. And what about that missile of yours that you've been parading around? It may be human nature to keep your trump card close to you, but it's damn poor strategy. But you can trick your opponent by showing him that.
That was always your forte, as I recall.
Don't you remember? Who do you think taught me?
That's the way, Goto. Draw out your opponent and keep him talking. And never let him see your weak spot. Keep him off balance. Make him say what he shouldn't have said, and he'll erode his own advantage. You are my best student, all right. I have to go.
Here is your target. Kai is on the Safflower. Pay no attention to the other ship. I repeat, your target is the Safflower.
Unit 1, roger.
The nuclear sub has signaled Roger. They'll be in position in 5 minutes.
They're coming in. Keep a close eye on the perimeter. Relay that to ship number 2. Where's the emergency launch button?
Over there.
Even with 99% certainty, a police officer's duty is to avoid any decisive actions if there is a significant risk to human life. But sometimes it's just too late for that.
But what if you're wrong?
If we sit around and do nothing, the outcome will be the same. Have you read his ultimatum? Dissolve the Diet. Ban political parties. Indefinitely suspend the Constitution. We're not talking about negotiating with a hijacker here. No government on Earth would give in to demands like that just because they were being threatened. And we know he's not interested in any deals either.
But what if we waited until just before the deadline?
We'd lose the element of surprise. We only get one shot at this.
Do you really think he'll launch it?
My guess is that his officers probably think it's just a bargaining tool. But he'll do it. That's the kind of man he is.
Wait, and you're still going in after him? I'm getting a funny feeling that I should still arrest you after all of this. Goto, are you sure you're not still on Kai's side?
Noah, do you read me? These things are decided in a split second, so stay cool.
Yeah, I know. Hiromi, I'll be there soon.
Mr. Kai! Wait! Don't do it, Mr. Kai! Mr. Kai!
It's over. It took 20 years to take what began with two people and make it into this. But if you survive, there's always tomorrow.